Hey everyone, welcome to the platform. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. This is the fourth video with Cloud Financial Management series, and we will talk about AWS Cost Explorer. Now, AWS Cost Explorer as a tool, it's there with AWS from long time. But why I have decided to create video on Cost Explorer? First, obviously, I have not created a video on Cost Explorer, but during this reinvent, we have been given an extension to the historical data. So I will show you what I'm talking about, but let's talk directly to Cost Explorer, which is one of a good service to start interacting with your cost analysis. This is a tool, a service that will give you a forecast. So which means today, let's say your billing is showing as $10, but at the month end, it can go up to $100 as a forecast. So you can at least check where those $100 we are spending on which services, what is why the forecast is showing. So based on all these numbers, it is one of a good place to start interacting with the pricing model, what you're spending with AWS. That's what I mean to say. Okay, let's go through a few of the pointers and I'll directly jump to my AWS management console because practical is the only way to learn. That's my perception. Again, differs from person to person. But I try to do a lot of practical to learn a lot of things. Visualize, understand, and manage your AWS cost usage over the time. What are the benefits or what are the pointers that Cost Explorer brings to you? Get the cost and usage information, business insights with pre-configured views. So I'll show you that on your account, whenever you create any account, you will get certain predefined reports as well. So you can create your own custom reports. You can create a report for all the services running for last 12 months or 14 months as of now, which is the new format. So you can create your own reports. You can track your own usage of all the services based upon your requirement as part of your company policy. Deep dive into your cost usage by filtering and grouping. So we have those sorts of granularity available with Cost Explorer, where you can do the filtration, right? You can do the grouping. You can create a report based upon the tags. So that's why tagging is always very important when you create any resources. So for example, they're like different department, 10 departments. And if you want to do a chargeback to 10 departments, so you first of all you have to create a tag that we have 10 departments and all the 10 departments are spending certain amount of money. Let's do a chargeback to those 10 departments. Now the concept of showback and chargeback I will cover at some point of time in some other video, but I'll not talk about that over here. Create a cost and usage forecast for the future time range for your report. So I will show you how you will see the forecast. Create, save, and share the custom reports to explore different sets of data. That's where a very important point come over here is like you can create your own custom reports. Now, Cost Explorer, it's an easy way to interact with the console, easy way to do the visualization, understand and manage your AWS cost. That's the basic motto of Cost Explorer. Visualize, easy, and do the filtration, give you the cost analysis and everything what you're looking for. It's a straightforward process. You can create your own custom reports. The basic workflow, that's the Cost Explorer. Once you have the Cost Explorer, then you can visualize and understand, manage your AWS cost over the time, filter your data based upon the group and the tag, set the time interval for the granularity. So I just want to do a daily level of cost analysis, I can do that. I want to do a monthly level of cost analysis, I can do that. Forecast the future cost, that's one of the good part over here, that I can at least do a projection. It is more of a guesstimation. You are doing a guesstimation that let's say today I have $10, the same example, month and $100. I If I'm getting to know like I'll be spending $90 in next certain amount of days, I might be able to stop spending $90 if there are idle resources, or I can do a production non-production hour base of scheduling. So that's where the forecasting is very helpful for you to understand. Okay, now once you enable it, it will take 24 hours again to understand all the resources running in the back end and everything. It takes somewhere around 24 hours of time to show the results and everything. Use cases, you can create a custom application out of it. So I remember for one of my client, basically we created Grafana dashboard by pulling the APIs of Cost Explorer and inserting those into the Grafana dashboard. Why Grafana? Because we were using the multi-cloud, so we wanted to have a one tool, one open source, not the cost one, not the license one, and do the customization of our own, do the granular filtering, forecasting, cost and usage pattern. So that's what you will see, that we'll be going to talk about a lot, right? In terms of the link, obviously I'll share the link in the description section so you can go through that, features, pricing. Now Cost Explorer, in terms of the pricing, so when you call an API of Cost Explorer, each request will incur $0.01. So that's the cost. Okay, so based on that, you can you know guesstimate basically, or estimate that you'll be spending around this much of amount while doing the API calls with Cost Explorer. So let's jump to our Cost Explorer right away. So it's part of the billing and management console. That's where the Cost Explorer is under cost analysis. That's what you are seeing, the new cost and usage report for me. So let me walk you through real quick. So let's go to Cost Explorer. Obviously, it's giving me the default view over here. Now, on the left hand side, first let's see the reports. The reports that AWS is giving to us. I haven't created any of this report. To be honest, I haven't created it. But the default reports, what has been given to us is all the 9 reports what you're seeing in front of me, like monthly cost by service, monthly cost by link account, EC2 running hours, daily cost, marketplace purchase. You will see that RI calculation, utilization, coverage, utilization report, and all those stuff that you are getting. Now, my experience, obviously I have used the daily cost most of the time and the monthly cost by service and the link account. EC2 sometime, because for few of my clients we used to run the Lambda functions, not the EC2 instances, but few of the clients EC2, yeah, it helped a lot. So if you go inside any of the report like monthly cost by service, so you will see over here, since this is a demo account for me, I never run a lot of services, I just create and delete it after doing a demo. So as you can see, total cost is 17 cents. It's nothing, right? That's the service total. Where I have used it, I have created Jenkins on Cent. Actually, this was the marketplace subscription that I purchased. Jenkins on CentOS 7. Then EC2 other, which comes as your EBS volume. I believe the NAT usage as well, the snapshots and everything. Not the NAT actually. The EC2 EBS volume, the snapshot comes under EC2 other. So that's where the pricing over here is. Then the taxes, Lambda, OpenSearch, all the modules that I have used across my account. So as you can see, the number of services monthly, you are getting that detail over here. So that's basically a monthly cost by service. That helps a lot, that where you're spending, right? Now, if I go back to the reports one more time, monthly cost by linked account. Now, as you can see, I have two account, these two, where I'm spending it. I'm spending on the second account, which is more of my secondary account, where I do a lot of testing and everything, like EC2 instances and everything. And that's where it's showing 17 cents, right? So you can get those sorts of granularity. Now, going back to Cost Explorer reports one more time, you can create your own custom report by clicking on the click report, create a new report. Cost and usage, which is recommended. You can go for the savings plan. I don't have it. You can go for the reservation utilization. I don't have it. So I'll create a report on cost and usage. Now, here, what you can do, you can filter it out, right? So let's say September, or let me go back a bit, 1st of May, which is the starting point, and let's say 30th of November. Click apply. Now, granularity, you can see we have only 3 options: hourly, daily, and monthly. You can do the customization for the hourly, sorry, not the hourly, the weekly and bi-weekly report. There is a customization that you can do as per best of my understanding. But the over here, you can get hourly, daily, and monthly, the 3 sets of granularity that you are getting. Dimensions, you can select, like on the left hand side, you want to see service, linked account, region based upon your requirement. Then here you can select the services. So let's say if I select Athena as my service, and obviously I want to create an Athena report in terms of the usage, right? So I'll select Athena, as you can see, nothing is there. So let me see what I'm spending, right? uh, I believe marketplace is there. I'm not sure. Marketplace is not there. I mean, okay, let's go with Athena. I don't have anything running over here. So linked account. Now, one important pointer: if you are part of master pair account, then only you will see the linked account. Otherwise, in the member account, the options is not available. You won't be able to fetch out any of the reports of the member account until unless you have given some administrative permission. I haven't seen that. To be honest, it's just an speculation that we can do it logically if you have an admin permission, like a delegated administration permission, that yes, you can do it. But I haven't done that yet. Most of the time it's a master pair account which has access to all the accounts that I have used. Region, you can select all, or if you know, like you're running for certain regions, then yes, you can do it. I'll select all, apply. Then instance type, you can do the filtration to the instance type. Then usage type, again, the provision of your data transfer, then EBS volume, snapshots, and everything. You can filter out all those services. Resources over here, like QuickSight, elastic load balancers, and everything. So those sort of granularity is there. Cost category is basically your the cost allocation tags, right? The department, which is more of your cost center. So if you have 10 departments, you can create 10 different cost centers, and those cost category will come over here. Then based upon that, you can charge those department. Tags, I believe I have only two, which is enabled, which is created by and the owner. So why I created owner and created by tags? Because I just want to charge back who is the owner of that service. So that's where showback and chargeback is very helpful. The funda of showback is basically it will show you a report that these departments has or the owner of these services has spending this much of amount, and if you want to charge those departments, charge that particular owner with the help of chargeback mechanism, you can do it. So for both, tagging is very important. Availability zone, platform, purchase option, tenancy. So you will see everything. I'm not going to go through all the detail because the video will go very long. The idea behind this video is just to give you a glimpse what exactly you can do with Cost Explorer. Now, once this is done, click on Save Report, give the name as test. You are not going to uh, pay any amount for it. Now, if you go to Cost Reports, it will show up over here. Since I don't have anything with Athena, so that's why it's $0. Okay, so I have you might have get the idea what exactly I'm talking about in terms of the default reports and the new reports that you can create. Now go back to Cost Explorer. There is something, a new capability added as part of this reinvent. So if you click on this, Cost Explorer now supports 14 months of historical data at daily and monthly granularity. It was, I believe, 12 months earlier, but now it's extended up to 14 months. If you want to compare more historical data, you can enable up to 38 months of data at monthly granularity. So there is no hourly or a daily granularity is there. It is just for the monthly granularity in the cost management preference via management account. So if I select it over here, so let's see. I can go back up to 38 months, which is, let's see, I can go back up to November 2020. Now you can calculate if that makes 38 months till date. So 2020 November, then 12, yeah, it's somewhere around 38 months, I believe, yes. So, where is that? Where is that? December, right? So I can go up to 38 months of data, since I don't have it because I haven't created this account long back. But yeah, that level of monthly granularity is there. Okay, so that's the new capability added to the Cost Explorer. There are like a lot of other things, but with Cost Explorer, I believe this is something I wanted to cover up as part of the cloud financial management. One of a good service that you can interact with. So I always prefer, if you are starting for the first time with AWS, if you are trying to interact with the Cost Explorer is the place. There is no other place I would prefer to go with. Uh, but Cost Explorer and obviously the new tools what AWS has created for us, that is helping us a lot in terms of judging the costs across the accounts, across the region, you know, making our life easier. But to understand the deeper way, I would prefer you guys to go with Cost Explorer. So go with it, try something out with Cost Explorer. And if you're facing any issue, please out a comment in comment section. I'll see you next lecture. Have a nice day. Bye bye.